n8n already has great observability into its executions, but if you needed to integrate your distributed tracing setup, you were out of luck. That's right, we're out of luck. In 2.22, n8n is rolling out OpenTelemetry support, starting with workflow traces. Before this, when someone would publish to my news site, I got traces in Grafana for everything on the sites, like the auth and the internal moderation service, but the calls to n8n for AI classification were opaque. But now, after adding just 2 environment variables in my n8n config, it automatically includes the workflow and node executions in the traces. It even shows the workflows as parent spans and the nodes as child spans. If you're new to traces, it's kinda what it sounds like. A trace follows a request end to end through every service and operation it touches, so you can visually find latency, errors, and anomalies. So you can just look at the trace and know what's slowing down your request. Or if there's an error, it becomes hard to miss where it came from, even if it's in a big, wide distributed system. And n8n is using OpenTelemetry in its implementation, which is accepted everywhere that does traces. And since it uses otel and the W3C trace context propagation standard, it will just plug right into your existing tracing setup like I showed a second ago, both inbound and outbound. And like any production-ready tool, it's shipping with the knobs that you need to fit it into your use case and scale, including configurable sample rate and a toggle to disable node spans if you don't need it. But you don't even need some crazy distributed system to get value from this. In fact, it's even available in the free community plan, so you could start from your home lab. It works even if your requests stay completely inside of n8n. You can debug and find the source of errors, optimize your workflows and trace through sub-workflows, even extend it with your own metadata. In the node settings panel, there's a new section to add telemetry tags. So anything you choose to put here, like custom execution data or parameters from the node, or just anything you can think of, it appears with the data in your spans on the actual waterfall chart in the traces. And if you have W3C trace context compatible downstream services also hooked into your trace collector, which try saying that 3 times fast, then they will be properly linked as child spans in your observability tool, since n8n passes the parent span's ID into the headers of the outbound requests. That's assuming you already have a trace collector and other services emitting traces. If you're starting from scratch, then welcome. Come and join us. You're going to love traces, but you do have a little bit more upfront setup, with the bare minimum just being a trace collector and visualizer. And for the other services, n8n can't report the other tools' traces for them. It's just not really how it works. n8n just passes the trace ID onto the next service so it can be linked later, as well as catching, the trace ID from the previous service. But it's each tool's own responsibility to send the traces off to the collector. Then the observability tool is what puts them all together so we can visualize it. If this is your first time setting up traces, then start with the quick start guide in our docs that uses Jaeger, which is a much simpler service. We provide a Docker compose file, so it's really quick and easy to set up. But either way, give your n8n built systems the enterprise observability that they really deserve. The first link down in the description is the docs page, and as always, I'll be in the comments answering any questions that you have. What the hell am I doing drawing in the sky?